Live from Austin, Texas, with host Rosie Newberry. Local trends, shopping, and more. This is Studio 512.
The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by MedVet. Every week we introduce you to a new furry friend looking for their forever home in our MedVet Pet of the Week. This time around we're joined by Kimberly White-Erlinger with Austin Animal Services, who has brought along sweet little Tonka. Kimberly, good morning.
Good morning.
And Tonka, good morning to you. What a sweet boy.
Precious boy.
Yes,
he is.
Tell us a little bit about Tonka.
Oh, I just love this baby. I met him a few weeks ago, and he is just about 1 year old. He came in as a stray.
Okay, so we usually like to say probably about the full size.
Probably about.
Be.
He may get a little bit stockier throughout here, especially if I keep feeding him all the treats I've been giving him today.
And he does love treats.
He does. He is very treat motivated. But he's the main thing to know about Tonka is that he is deaf. So it's not super uncommon to see dogs that look kind of like him, especially if they have lighter eyes. His eyes are dark, but white dogs like this often tend to be deaf. So at the shelter, we will kind of snap our fingers and clap behind them, and then if we kind of get a feel for, you know, whether or not they have any hearing, we will let the vet services know, and then they'll confirm it for us. So it's interesting because deaf dogs often do better in the shelter because
less chaos.
Less chaos.
Yeah.
I find him sleeping all the time while every other, you know, the 30 other dogs in his building are barking and jumping. He's just sacked out. I mean, the deepest sleeper. It's amazing. I wish I could sleep like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
And so there are some big benefits of having a dog that can't hear. For example, when the 4th of July fireworks go off, they can't hear those, so they don't get too stressed out.
Right.
But there are some things to keep in mind as well.
Right. You have to be really careful. And of course, I'm not a deaf dog expert or a dog expert by any stretch, but you know, they do have different needs in terms of training. You can't use verbal signals like every other dog.
Sure.
You have to use visual signals. You have to make sure that the dog can see you before you start working with them on that. And you have to be very careful that they can't get loose because they can't hear traffic sounds. They won't hear you calling for them. So, you know, there are just a few considerations when you get a deaf dog. But
some positives, though.
Some positives.
Not barking, as far as we know.
I've never heard him bark, and I've been around him quite a bit.
I was going to say just a little sneeze we heard earlier, but otherwise
he burped a little bit, but I wasn't going to call that out.
A very quiet boy. Who would be a really good home for Tonka?
Well, he's super playful. He just absolutely loves to play in the yard. He's just now drying out, so he was playing in the pool at the shelter, one of our little doggy pools. He loves to romp with toys. I brought all of the toys, including a Thanksgiving-themed turkey. So he loves toys. But he's gentle. I mean, he jumps a little bit out of happiness, but he's actually a really gentle dog. So I think he could probably be in any home as long as everybody understands to respect his boundaries and don't startle him too much. Make sure everyone knows that a deaf dog is just a little bit different than a normal hearing dog.
Yeah, absolutely. But he doesn't seem too startled, you know, if you just start scratching him on the rump kind of thing.
He's fine.
He's just happy to be getting pets.
Yeah, he's really loving.
A really sweet boy.
There he goes.
He's taking the turkey apart, y'all.
Well, you know what? It is 8 days from Thanksgiving, so I guess
we're all going to be eating turkey anyway.
Everyone's going to be taking the turkey apart. So.
I want to talk for a minute, if we can, about your most recent spay neuter clinic, which went really well.
Yes, with Good Fix Greater Good Charities and the Good Fix Clinic. Yes, it was the most successful in Austin so far.
Wow.
We spayed and neutered 1,226 animals, dogs and cats. That is over 200 more than I think the next most successful one. So that is a huge success. I keep saying that same word, but that's what it is. That's all you can say. It was just a big clinic, and we're so proud of that. And it just goes to show you that there's a huge need for it, and people are really responding to that. And so
and we're kind of stopping the problem right at the root.
Right at the root.
Yeah.
And the next one will be in February.
Okay.
You know, dates and location to be determined, but you'll hear all about it.
Yeah, of course, because we'll see a couple more times between here and there.
Yes.
I do want to talk about a couple other things you have going on. Adopt one, get one free with your kittens.
With the kittens, we still have so many kittens, which is so hard to believe, but oh my goodness, we have so many adorable, such sweet babies. So kittens do better with a buddy. A lot of people think that cats are solitary, but they're really not. They're not as social as dogs, but they do so much better, especially babies, when they have a buddy with them.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, they do much better, and also you get double the cuteness, so why not take two home?
Yeah.
They can help each other get potty trained, they can help each other play.
And you can bring home litter mates, right? Something like that?
I don't know if it's litter mates. I'm assuming it's any and all kittens.
Okay, I was going to say, because it might
Yeah.
feel good to bring home like a
Right.
sister and a sister.
Right,
or
who
something
knows?
like
Who
that.
knows? Yeah.
Or just any two that strike your fancy.
Right,
And not only
exactly.
that, but crated dogs. You guys have
Yes.
something really cool going on because you want to clear the shelters. That's a term we use during the summer months.
We're
but-
always looking to clear. I mean, I would love to show up one day and have not a single dog to walk, but we have a bunch of dogs in crates. Right here, you can see them. I would say maybe we've got 8 to 10, but it's a constantly revolving door of dogs being left in crates all day. We do get them out. The staff are amazing at getting them out 3 times a day, but otherwise they have to stay in these crates. So all adoption fees are waived for any dog that you see in a crate.
All adoption fees are waived for any dog you see in a crate until those crates are clear.
Until the crates are fully empty.
Okay.
That's right.
That sounds good to me. A
Yes.
whole lot going on. And Kimberly, thank you so much. Tonka was very playful during this. Just
waiting
threw
for
a
that.
little toy. A good example of how playful Tonka
Yes,
is.
he's so much
Kimberly,
fun.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Guys, for more information, visit austintexas.gov or follow along on social media at Austin Animal Services. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by MedVet.
The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by MedVet Austin. Now, here to tell us about what MedVet Austin has to offer is clinical manager Travis Fries. Travis, thanks for joining us. So let's start with this. What makes MedVet different from a general veterinary clinic?
Well, MedVet is an emergency specialty hospital that's open 24/7 that can provide a higher level of care that general veterinarians can't provide.
Okay, now can you tell us about the MedVet Austin location?
MedVet Austin location is located in central Austin, and we are located on 12400 North Interstate 35 Building B. The building is designed to provide advanced emergency care while working closely with the family veterinarians, providing specialties like neurology, neurosurgery, general surgery, radiology, and critical care.
Yeah, now emergency vet clinics I think are so vital, obviously, for our furry friends that we have at home, but especially knowing where they are I think makes the difference, right? Because it's emergencies, this could happen whenever. So can you tell me a little bit more from your perspective why it's so important to know where the nearest location would be?
Well, in a pet emergency situation, time is of the essence.
Yeah.
And knowing where your nearest emergency hospital is not only saves valuable time, but sometimes it can even save your pet's life.
How important is it to get them in there?
Getting them in there as fast as humanly possible allows the doctors and the care team to take immediate action to make sure that we can stabilize your pet, giving the pet families the best possible chance of getting their pet back.
Yeah, and I know you guys are excited about the services you offer, so tell people what's going to be available at MedVet Austin.
In addition to emergency and urgent care that's open 24/7, we are going to provide surgery, radiology, neurology with neurosurgery, and critical care.
Yeah, now as clinical manager, anything else you just want to say in closing here to share with viewers and potential new clients for MedVet Austin?
I can't stress enough on how knowing where your nearest, not only MedVet is, but where your nearest emergency hospital is. And just know that we're always here for you 24/7 if you ever need any care.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part right there. Always here for you 24/7. Well, Travis,
Absolutely.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Learn more at medvet.com/Austin. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by MedVet Austin.
Welcome back, y'all. Flowers, of course, not a new concept for Studio 512. Neither is wine, but a place that puts them together. What a great idea. Dale Ellington is the co-founder and resident wine whisperer of Flourish Plant Shop and Wine Bar, and he's here to tell us about this novel idea that invites you to come in and stay a while. Dale, good morning.
Good morning, Rosie. Thank you for having me on.
Let's talk about you and your co-founder, Rachel, because these are two experts who have come together over wine
Right.
to make a really cool concept.
Yeah, so, a couple of years ago I was visiting Austin. And Rachel and I decided to go have a little bit of wine, go figure. And she had this first iteration of the business. It was a plant shop called Flourish. And I'd come into town, I would watch people enter the store and just completely watch them bliss out. Their bodies relaxed. And a little bit more wine. I started getting inside Rachel's head and I said, hey, if we add a little bit of wine, maybe some beer to this, it'd be like shooting fish in a barrel. So we hatched this idea 2 years ago, really started picking up steam about a year and a half ago, working from afar. Moved to Austin 3 months ago, and here we are. We opened up a month ago.
Well, welcome to Austin,
Well, thank you.
and congratulations on opening the business.
Thank you,
too.
thank you.
Yeah, big deal. Okay, let's talk about y'all's backgrounds because, as I said, you're the wine whisperer, and she is so good at plants. So, can you tell me a little bit about how you guys got great at both of those things?
Yeah, well, so Rachel she's a polymath. She can do anything. She is one of the most artistic people I've ever met in my life. And when she puts her mind to something, she just does it.
I hope she's watching this morning.
I know, me too.
Rachel, you're getting bragged on.
Indeed. So she had other businesses before. She made jewelry, and just to make a long story short, she just decided to get into the plant shop. And her aesthetic is unbelievable. And when you walk into the store, it's a feast for the eyes.
Oh yeah, even just the 3 plants I'm looking at right here, so beautiful, so green. I mean, they almost look too perfect.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
To that point, when she's picking plants for the shop, she handpicks every last one of them. I don't know where she finds the time to do it. I'm just completely blown away.
Yeah.
I, for myself, have been in the wine business for 13 years, in any number of iterations, wine writing, floor sommelier, other wine bars, wine buyer, and I painted myself in a corner professionally and decided I better open up a wine bar. Thus, I got in Rachel's head, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. Okay, you brought a couple of things for us to try today, and I love that the very first one is something that people don't see a whole lot of, so you're kind of introducing people who come through the doors to it. But you say it's selling like hotcakes. It's orange wine.
Orange wine, yeah. And for those who don't know what orange wine is, it's kind of like a photo negative of rosé. Rosé is simply red wine where they let it get limited skin contact when they're fermenting it. That's what gives it that light pinkish hue. Orange wine, on the other hand, is white wine that does get skin contact, and that translates into something orange or amber colored. But you end up with a wine that oftentimes can have some fruitiness, but make no mistake about it, it's completely dry, and you get some of that what's called tannic structure, you know, that drying sensation from red wine.
Where it kind of gets you in the back of the jaw a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's a heady experience.
Okay, all right. I'm going to cheers us. And we'll try a little bit. And while we're taking a little sip, why don't you tell me a little bit more kind of about the tasting notes, because you said this one specifically flying off the shelf.
So this one, like, you know, on the nose, you're going to get a lot of tropical fruit. And you probably heard me say just a second ago, don't conflate fruitiness with sweetness. Those are two completely different things, which is a very confusing thing for wine, and I get it. But there's this oxidative sort of nutty quality to it, just creeping up in the background. And then the thing that gets you is just it slightly dries out your mouth a little bit from the tannins. So you can go from A to Z on any meal with this thing.
I was going to say, what a great summer sipper.
Oh, yeah.
We can't seem to get out of summer. It's still so darn hot outside.
I mean, I would jam on this by the pool all day long.
Yeah, it's great. And then you also brought female-made wine.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this one.
Well, what I'll do, I'm going to backtrack too. Before we try to put a focus on female winemakers at our wine bar. And if you're looking at the menu, there's a little Venus symbol at the end of every wine description that just indicates a female winemaker, vineyard owner, winery owner. We want to put a focus on that without just shouting at the rooftop. So female winemaker from the Zuccardi family. This is a blend of Malbec and Torontis. And Torontis is a white wine grape. And it undergoes a type of fermentation called carbonic maceration.
It smells amazing.
Oh, yeah. We're killing it with this wine then.
Okay.
This is a chillable red, so we just keep this in the fridge.
Oh, yeah. I can get when you're talking about the maceration of fruits and things like that, I can get it off this wine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you do a great job of explaining, because usually I'm just taking a sip and saying, that tastes good.
Yeah, I know. And I could go full on geek, but most of the time when I'm talking about wine, I go, you know, we're doing this to feel just a little bit better. Hopefully it tastes good. And the rest of that is just extra credit for the curious. You can keep it that simple, or we could go full on geek with the wine stuff. But
love it.
really, we have a lot of fun with this.
Absolutely. So you do buy the glass and buy the bottle options.
Yeah, 25 by the glass options. So there is a range of styles to explore. And quite frankly, you can travel the world in a wine glass. And we've got representations from a lot of different countries on the by the glass list. And the bottle list is even more expansive. We have about 100 labels, and we're slowly expanding that. And over the course of a year, probably double the size of that.
Wow.
Different grapes, once again, focus on female winemakers and just stuff off the beaten path. And this is what we find that our guests seem to really, really glom onto when they come in.
And like the education about, because then you just feel like you've got a little bit more in your pocket when it comes to talking about wine and enjoying the absolutely delicious taste. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Want to ask a little bit about your menu as well and the Cool Kids Club.
Yeah. So the food menu, we don't cook anything, and when you walk into the place, you'll see our tiny itty bitty kitchen that's behind the bar. So we're not going to cook anything, but we have meat and cheese boards.
They're lovely meat and cheese boards, though.
Oh, they're really good. And I'm getting some very special cheeses. One of them is Meredith Dairy marinated cheese that I feel like I'm in a 12-step program for. It is that good. I know. I mean, I lose control. I'm salivating right now thinking about it. But just really nicely curated stuff that we can put in front of the guests. And then down the road, we're going to have caviar service.
Oh, wow.
There's just something, you don't have to cook it.
Yeah.
So that's on brand for us.
Makes everything nice and easy.
Indeed.
And then a Cool Kids Club and holiday wine sale just in the last few seconds.
So Cool Kids Club, $100 membership. You get discounts off a bunch of stuff. You get a lot of swag. Members only happy hour. I'm putting together a members only wine list of really highly allocated and hard to get wines. And that leads into our holiday wine sale, which affords the guest the opportunity to see what it's like to be a professional wine buyer.
Cool.
So we give you a glass, we give you an order sheet, and you go around, try almost 30 wines, and you go, I like this one. I'll take one of these. I'll take 2 of these. I'll take 20 of these. It really is. It's just a lot of fun. It opens up the world to a lot of different wines that you can't get anywhere else.
Man, Dale, we could keep talking wine for a little while here.
As we can.
I know. We're going to have to leave it there, though, my friend.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Guys, learn more about stopping by and shopping for plants, the wine bar, both, or becoming a member at flourish-austin.com. Welcome back, y'all. The holidays are often a very busy season, full of travel, hosting, feasting, and beyond. Personal trainer Ashley King joins us now with some easy body weight workout tips that can be done anywhere with her friend and model, Bonnie. Yay! All right. So the very first question I want to ask you, Ashley, is, what do you hear from clients at this time of the year?
At this point in the year, I feel like they tend to lose a little motivation, so I'm there for that. But also, they need something they can do anywhere, anytime, and that's what we got for everybody today.
Very excited. Okay, Bonnie, why don't you go ahead and come around? We've got 3 separate little workouts to show folks. Let's start with the lunge, squat, lunge, huh?
Yeah, so she's gonna come back in a lunge, not too big of a step back. She's gonna do the squat, and then she's gonna separate right to the lunge. These reverse lunges really get the hamstrings and glutes, but also she's making sure that she keeps all the weight in the front heel, and the back heel is just for balance.
Okay.
And it kind of just hits everything, lower body.
Okay, yeah. She does have a hard job today.
Yeah,
She's
she does.
doing a lot of reps for us. And that's a question I want to ask you is how many reps should we be doing, for how long, that sort of thing?
Yeah, so since it's just body weight, I'd say like 20 to 25 each, and then we're gonna do this full circuit at least 3 to 4 times.
3 to 4 times. Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to be burning a little bit by the time. Yeah, but I think that's what you want us to.
Yes, we need to work. We're putting in the work today.
Need it to work a little bit. Okay, we're going to have you get down on the floor there, Bonnie. And right now we're talking abs. So tell me about what she's doing here.
So I want her to squeeze her abs to the floor. That's gonna make her engage the entire time. She's gonna have both knees together, come in nice and slow, squeeze, and do a lying tuck. Then she's gonna do the sides. Yes. So her engaging her abs flat the entire time is really gonna work her abs. Now a modification would be to not squeeze your abs to the floor so much. And then she's just going to come out a few inches because these are quite difficult.
I was going to say, this is kind of my
Looks
version.
a lot harder than it actually is, and she's doing amazing.
She is. To have the lower belly strength, to have those legs come all the way down when you're just a few inches from the floor.
And we do it really slowly, so we engage every ab. You did great.
Yeah. She's hurting, but she's doing it for us. Beauty is pain. All right, and then the pulse squat is the last one you've got for us.
Pretty simple, but what we're going to do is we're going to make sure she shifts her weight back into her booty.
Okay.
In the heels, and that's really going to engage her hamstrings and glutes. But she's just going nice and slow. She's just doing a little squat, coming back up. And this whole circuit is actually a little bit of cardio too if you don't stop and you just don't take those breaks. So it's going to be everything. You could do it anywhere. So I think it's the perfect workout for anybody.
Oh, lovely. Okay, great job, Bonnie. The hard work is done. All right, and let's talk about why it's so important to keep up with your fitness during the holiday season, not kind of fall off the wagon when the fun stuff starts.
Yeah, and you can have fun. You know, have fun with your food. It's all about balance, but you need to stay consistent as much as you can. Even if you're getting one less workout a week or having a little more fun than usual, just try to keep the balance with your workouts and nutrition. That way you don't have so much work when you come back from the holidays and you're on track.
It is amazing how quickly our bodies can scale up, but also we can lose it really quickly, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but if you stay consistent, the work kind of does it for you and you don't have so much work to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes it a little easier once your New Year's resolution rolls around, that sort of thing. Okay, you offer personal private training, so what should people know about your services?
So I offer in-home private personal training, and if you want to contact me on Instagram or Facebook, we can get into chats and we can make it happen and you can get onto your goals.
Yeah, and you come to us, is
Yes,
that right?
I do. It's a custom service to you, and that way you don't even have to leave your home if you don't feel comfortable.
What type of people is maybe the words that I should use? What kind of people come to you and say, hey, I'd actually like to train in my home? Do you tend to find that it's people who are so busy they don't have the time to get to the gym? Or maybe there's a little bit of, and I've got this, a little bit of gym anxiety?
Oh, of course. It's
Yeah.
very intimidating stepping into the gym, especially postpartum. I've worked with pregnant women post-pregnancy. People that are just really busy.
Yeah.
And like you said, they don't feel comfortable in the gym and they want someone to work on them one-on-one because a lot of fitness has to do with confidence. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build your confidence. So it's anywhere from seniors to, new moms to pregnant moms. It really is anybody looking to get on track and want some good guidance.
And I think it's pretty amazing that you can give us an entire body workout every single time we see you without having to have some of that gym equipment. Because my goodness, the gyms are full of them.
Absolutely. And even for my clients where I come to their homes, most of the time we're just using dumbbells and bands. You don't actually need a ton of equipment to get started. It's just doing the consistent workouts and doing the right workouts for your body and your goals.
Okay, and it looks like you have that figured out to a T. So what's the best way for folks to get a hold of you? And can they start before Christmas time?
Absolutely. That's actually, I think, smarter than to wait until the holidays. You have more work to do. And also then, my schedule doesn't get too full because in January, I think, a lot of people get on the bandwagon and that's okay. And it's wonderful. We welcome that. But they can get a hold of me on Instagram. I always message or answer all my messages there, or Facebook.
Okay, sounds good to me. Bonnie, fantastic job. She is proud of doing all the hard work today. And of course, you did the wonderful work as well, Ashley. Thank you so much. We
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
Happy holidays. All right, for more tips from Ashley or for personal training inquiries, follow her on social media. As you heard her say, she answers all of her messages, so she's easily able to get in touch with. Can't find my words today, but we'll say your Instagram anyway, at Ashley King Fitness. Stay with us, folks. Welcome back, everybody. Of course, you know there's a lot to do for the holidays. Our good friend Adina Anderson with Creative Lifestyles has some easy hacks for eating, shopping, and decorating well this season, and we're happy to have her as always. Good morning.
And stress-free, right?
Stress-free, that is the most important part. So actually, a stress-free Thanksgiving meal idea is our very first topic.
It is. So they're not open on Thanksgiving Day, but they can cater, or you can go pick it up the day before, or maybe lunch the day after. Jason's Deli. They do
I
this.
do love Jason's Deli.
Me too. The muffaletta. Oh my gosh, right?
Yes. If you're a fan of a muffaletta, then it is really good. Yeah,
Really
I love the
is,
olive
yes,
tapenade.
Yes, but they have sandwich trays and dessert trays in this charcuterie box, which this is perfect if during the game, before Thanksgiving dinner.
This looks like it could feed a lot of people
It really
too.
could.
Yeah.
And this pesto dip, oh my gosh, probably my favorite thing right now.
So I'm seeing, meats, cheeses, olives, tapenades, lots of pita and little breads. So it's just kind of one of these snack and go.
Kind of like a grazing thing.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I'm also thinking, because I don't know what time everybody else eats on Thanksgiving, but we basically starve ourselves until about 2 or 3 p.m. And wouldn't this be a nicer option to be able to kind of walk through and graze as you get just a little bit hungry?
Yes, my grandma always did a relish tray and some meats and cheeses growing up, and I thought this is perfect because it's exactly what it is. You're just going to munch a little just to kind of tide you over till Thanksgiving dinner.
Till the big time.
That's right.
That's
yes.
right. Okay. And then right after Thanksgiving, we've got Black Friday.
Yes.
You have shopping from home ideas, which is a really nice idea.
Yes. I mean, I used to do the hustle and bustle, get out at 4 a.m., and it was fun and all, but right now with just have a stress-free. It's, a couple days that you get off and do it from home. And I have some great ideas here. So Noble Luggage, they're doing gorgeous. It's so pretty. I love it. And it's called the Black Friday bundle.
Okay.
And it's usually $16.99 and right now it's $1,000 off.
$1,000 off. And has
crazy is
anybody
that?
ever seen luggage that gorgeous red? I mean, if you're worried about
pretty.
it looking like somebody else's luggage, it's not going to.
Nope. And they have 10 different colors too, so that you can choose from. So maybe red's not your color. They got green and pink and blue and all kinds of really pretty colors.
$1,000 off.
$1,000 off.
That's
I know.
amazing.
Yes, and then Tingly Experiences. This is one of my favorite things. I've been talking about them for a couple years now, but get somebody an experience, not just like a gift card or whatever, because it's similar to a gift card, but it's an experience. So horseback riding or kayaking or mountain climbing, or there's beer trails and different things like that. So I have on my website all the links to all of these things, but they also have a Black Friday discount as well.
Okay.
So you can do that. And then, oh my gosh, you've been talking about this.
Okay, guys, I can't explain to you how rich the studio smells.
It smells.
And it's nothing is open in here. All we did was open the top of the box. Luxury is what I'm smelling here.
It really
so tell me
is.
about this. It's even keel.
Even keel, yes. This spa kit, it comes with a candle and soaps, and it's just smell. You could open it in your house and refresh your house just doing that.
Right, absolutely.
But why not refresh yourself or a loved one? It's just a nice little spa gift. You could do a tingly experience and a spa kit and some luggage and send them on a trip somewhere.
Ooh, I love that idea. Yeah, candle, soap. We've got bath fizzes. I mean, this is elegant.
It really is.
What I see here.
So this one is a little personal for me.
I think this one's so sweet.
So my brother, he's a craftsman, and so I got to show the front of it. So he does this where it's he engraves it on the top, like to Adina from Santa.
How sweet.
And then inside is a little paint kit with these engraved ornaments, wood-cutted ornaments. It comes with the paint. It comes with the paint brushes. It's something fun for the kids, and there is a Black Friday discount on this. It's 25 with a 20% off.
Oh, nice.
So how fun is that? And you can find all of these on my website with the links to purchase them. But
I
a
love
little
that you're
shout out to my brother.
supporting your brother. I think that's absolutely precious. Okay, we do want to actually keep things stress-free as as much as possible. This is a great way to help, but let's talk about flipping out centerpieces because you've got an easy hack. Here we go.
I do.
One fell swoop.
One fell swoop. This is under $10, maybe $15. So you have your Thanksgiving, right? You have a little mason jar with some ribbon. Maybe you could paint it, add your little floral picks, and then pull those out. Here, look, just pull those out right there.
Yep.
And then you add.
I feel like I'm getting married again.
I know, right? And then you add your Christmas right into it. Maybe put on some little material onto your wood block here. You could do a little of the evergreen, and bam, you've got Christmas. Because everybody does it the day after Thanksgiving, or at least I do anyway.
That's definitely what my plan is, 100%.
How easy is that?
And you always are so good at finding things at basically like the $1 or the $1.25 store. So a lot of these, I think you could get very affordably.
Totally.
Right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Under $10, no problem whatsoever.
trades out for your little centerpieces. You can have them all along the table. I think it sounds really lovely.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so we've got lots of fun stuff, but of course I want to ask about where you're heading next, because we're talking creative lifestyles, but you also have travel.
I do. So I am heading to Colorado for Thanksgiving to spend time with my mom, my cousins, my son who lives there now. And then I might head to New York for Christmas. We'll see. I'm debating. My aunt and I might go do, not for Christmas, but a little bit before, because I've always wanted to do the Rockefeller.
Oh, yeah.
So we may
I'll
sneak
be there
away.
for New Year's, actually. Yes, it's because my brother lives there. And
How
so,
exciting.
yeah, we won't be like at Times Square. We're going to be at the house.
I don't blame you. That might be a little stressful.
But the Rockefeller, like the tree, the Rockefeller Center, all of that stuff stays lit all the way through the new year. And so, yeah, no matter what time you go in those 2 weeks around Christmas and after, it's
I love
gorgeous.
that.
Yeah.
So we're both going to be New York girls.
Yeah, right. We need to bundle up.
Yes.
Adina, as always, lovely to see you, my friend.
too.
Thank you. For more information, visit creativelifestyles.tv or follow along on social media at Adina Anderson. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Blazer Tag. New drinks at the bar, but still an old school nostalgic feel at the largest laser tag arena in all of Texas, which is located right here in Austin. It's Blazer Tag. We've got Joe Michael, Garrett, and Julio who are here to tell us a little bit more about it. And we were back here in 2023, Joe Michael, but since then you've transitioned into an owner. Talk to me about what's changed, what you've done since that time.
Yeah, we've done a lot of things. We've added a new attraction like our sports simulator. We amped up our food and beverage menu to kind of, not necessarily reinvent the wheel, but kind of like keep us fresh. And then we also host like live music events here. So, I mean, we're Austin, live music capital of the world. So why not have live music here?
We want to come to you, Garrett. You're the food and beverage manager. Tell me a little bit about what's on the menu. Galactic Grub.
Yeah, so basically we specialize in pizzas. Pizzas are our bread and butter, as our business is focused on parties. But we also have a bunch of fried options, like we have really good wings, we have mozzarella sticks, jalapeno poppers, maybe just some nachos, some simple popcorn. And probably our hottest new item at the bar right now is our cryo cocktails. And CJ is our lead bartender. If you want a cryo cocktail, go ahead and ask for him and he'd be able to help you with that. We also have Jello shots, which are pretty good.
And Julio, you've got to talk to us about your job, because I think anyone who has ever been to an arcade has wondered who has this job. It's the coolest one on the planet.
Yeah, so pretty much, you know, my partner and I, we take care of all the video games, and we take care of all the prizes and stuff. So we're just picking out prizes and everything. We try to get new games in. We just parted ways with our mini bowling, so we have a lot of space to get in some new games. So it's going to be big opportunities coming our way.
Ooh, that's exciting. You know, as a spot where folks can really come to have a good time, especially because as we're approaching the holidays, people are going to be gathering in groups. So tell me about that.
So yeah, we have basically a package for any and everybody, whether it's 10 people or 100 people. Whether you wanted it to be a private and use the whole facility, something for everybody. Right now, we're actually going to do a promotional offer via KXAN. Is you know, if you mention that you saw this, mention KXAN 10 promo code, and we'll give you 10% off of your corporate party.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Call 512-462-0202 to get started booking your holiday party right now. You can also learn more at blazertag.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Blazer Tag. Looking to upgrade your home this holiday season? From smart tech to home essentials, the right products mean enhancing your space has never been easier. Alyssa Bergamini and Ashley Howard are here to guide you through this week's epic discounts featuring the best products at the best prices from consumer resource bestreviews.com.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by BestReviews.com. I'm Melissa Bergamini.
And I'm Ashley Howard. Scan the QR code on your screen to get ready to save big.
Holiday shopping can be overwhelming at times, but starting with the right tools makes everything so much easier.
If you're tired of vacuums that tangle or lose power, this one delivers. It detangles as it cleans. No more stopping to cut the hair out of that brush roll.
And it converts to a handheld in just seconds. Perfect for stairs, the car, and every tight spot in between.
3 power modes give you just the right suction, and up to 40 minutes of battery life makes cleaning a breeze.
And while your home is spotless, Lumeri smart outdoor lights can bring holiday magic without all the hassle.
100 feet of LEDs light up your yard, and they change colors for holidays or just a fun night outside.
Control them with the remote or use Alexa or Google for complete ease.
Over 100 scenes let you create the perfect vibe year-round for Christmas, Halloween, or relaxing evenings.
And while your home is shining bright, the Apple iPad Air 11-inch makes tech gifts so easy. And you can pair them with their other products to go all out.
The M3 chip handles apps, games, and streaming without lag. And the Liquid Retina display makes everything look incredible.
256 gigabyte storage means all your photos, videos, and apps fit. Plus, front and back cameras and Touch ID make it secure as well as versatile.
I like it. Lightweight, portable, and stylish. It's perfect for work, school, or entertainment. It's a holiday win for everybody.
A win for everyone indeed. And when it comes to refreshing your space or finding the perfect home gift, Court Furniture Outlet, it has you covered.
Up to 70% off daily, plus Black Friday deals and year-end clearance savings ahead with an additional 25% off. Scan the QR code and learn how you can save more.
Affordable, sustainable, and ready today without long waits or complicated assembly. That sounds good to me.
Me too, girl. All right, let's take one last look at today's products. From cleaning to lighting, tech, and home style, these holiday finds make gifting easy.
Don't wait. Powerful, stylish, and ready to impress, all in time for the holidays. Head to epicdiscounts.com or just scan the QR code and get ready to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products mentioned and where to buy them by going to our website, KXAN.com, and clicking on the Marketplace tab. Content segments during Studio 512 were paid for by Blazer Tag and MedVet.